get past these. Come on. Come on, I'm not there yet. Just need you to move. Come on, in you go. Morning. Welcome back to another Bike Ventures. I'm in Derbyshire, Nottinghamshire border today. I'm at Langley Mill. I'm going to do the Erewash Valley Trail, so down the Erewash Valley Canal, or the Erewash Canal, round through the Attenborough Nature Reserve, and we're going to come back up the now disused Nottingham Canal, which is actually just there in those trees. That's the original path of it. I've just parked up at Langley Mill where it used to join onto the Cromford Canal. But yeah, now totally gone. There's bits of it that are still in water and there's bits of it that are empty, so I'll show you all those on the way back up later. So yeah, a couple of canals today, one in use, one disused, and a lovely viaduct, part of an old railway which will very close to the canal, so we'll just nip off and I'll show you that as well. Yeah, it's a beautiful day, so hope you enjoy. See you on the towpath. So we're just about to get on the Erewash Canal now, which, let me just show you, is an absolute stunner. Look at that, it's beautiful. Such a lovely little canal. About 14 miles long, I believe, something like that. Very similar to the Nottingham Canal, actually. Hello. Oh, up there with the young. So the reason I wanted to do this one today was, I've seen a video recently of the canal down in place, like really like empty on a couple of sections between some locks. So come now and have a look. The CRT have said that they will be on with repairs. I believe it was a paddle that was causing the problem. Very clear, this canal. You can see the bottom and the shallow sides. But it is lovely, so we're going to go down through Ilkeston, down to Trent Lock, and then cut across the Attenborough Nature Reserve and back up towards the Nottingham Canal, or what was the path of it. Some of it's still there and a lot of it is gone. I'll show you that as we get to it. It is cool because you just get random bits that appear that look like a canal, and then other bits where you've really got to look for it. So that's quite nice. So it's about 28 and a half, 29 miles today. As you can see from the footage, it's not really a particularly narrow towpath, but the actual bit between you and the canal is fairly narrow, and I don't know why I always get that feel of like the canal's pulling me to the right. Daft as that sounds, it's like that draws you over. And I feel it only takes one switch of the wheel and you're in. Don't know, it's strange, it's weird to explain. I have got a friend whose son actually fell in on here, just further up where we started. But I've ridden this in winter and it is very muddy. So you see how, like there, look, there's literally a foot between you and the canal. Just, I don't know, it's narrow. It's got that feel of impending falling in at any one moment. You just got to have your wits about you. You know, some rides you do, you can ride one-handed and have a good look around, and others you've really got to pay attention. This is one I'd highly recommend you pay attention to. Oh, these little lumps of concrete here and there and tree roots. So just to our left is the Midland Main Line, which you'll see in a bit more detail soon when we go on to what I'm going to show you. Which, if you know this area, you probably know what it's going to be. If you're not in this area, it's lovely. It's a lovely little 29-mile route, this. And it's surprising how peaceful and quiet it can be, despite you going through busy little towns as well. So here we are, we're on the fantastic Bennerley Viaduct. Built in 1877 and 1878, opened 1878 to train traffic, and it joined Derby, Friargate and Nottingham, I believe. Part of the Great Northern Railway. It was one of the, I forget, it was a branch. But yeah, it's an absolutely fantastic piece of Victorian architecture. It closed in the 1960s when the line closed, and it was left derelict for years, and then the Friends of Bennerley Viaduct Trust was put together and it's since been restored, and you can now access it from the Erewash Canal. Currently there's some work's being done to put a ramp in at that end and a visitor centre. They built the ramp and then unfortunately it started to slip, so they're doing some geological surveying, geoengineering or something to make sure it's safe before they proceed with the next stage. But yeah, all below it now is just a wildlife sanctuary, and all this here, you can see all the concrete. This used to be factories. I think it was possibly a brickworks, but yeah, it's fantastic, so peaceful. There's the main line that I was just mentioning as we're coming down the canal. That's the current Midland Main Line. But yeah, this is a hell of a piece of engineering. It's huge. So yeah, if you're down this way, definitely worth a little diversion. There's a lovely ramp to ride up to it, so it's not like you're going out your way to get up here. It's easy. It used to be steps, so it was a bit harder, but definitely worth coming to see. It's fantastic. You've got some stunning views. I think that over there is Ilkeston. There's Cotton Power Station, look, down at the Trent, which is where we're going. That's the way we're heading, and then we're going to go across the bottom and back up the path of the old Nottingham Canal. So let's get back on the bike and we'll crack on. Show you this, look how clear that is. I think you can probably pick it up on the camera, but just look how clear, as you can see all down the centre. Look how shallow it is. It's not that steep at all. I'm almost convinced this is the section that was dry the other week. So there's a lock just down there, look where we're going. So let's plod on and we'll see where it brings. Just riding up and I thought, that's weird. What's this? Have they closed the canal or something? There's actually a boat in there. I don't know if you can see it. Those two boys tied to a boat that's sat in the middle of the canal. So if any canal boat's coming down here, you're going to have to squeeze down one side of it where it's really shallow. Yeah, looks like it's been there a long time. But I was down here not that long ago and I didn't see it then. Lovely, lovely old bridge coming up. I think it's the first real old bridge I've seen on it. Like a proper canal bridge. Look at that. Beautiful. It's a good 200 years old, this canal. Plus. So yeah, it's lovely. Look at the church in the background. Idyllic. We're just heading down towards Sandacre and Long Eaton at the minute. Ooh, right, this will get tricky. How am I going to get past these? Come on. Come on, I'm not there yet. Just need you to move. Come on, in you go. There's a lady right on the other side as well. Come on. I know, come on. You go in there and I'll go that way. Come on, I don't want to hurt you. Alright, let's have a look. I'm not going to hurt you. You're okay. I'm not going to hurt you. That's okay. It's okay, I'm not going to hurt you. I'm not going to hurt you. Whew. Like as a defence mechanism. That's it. The towpath's a bit bumpy though. Breathe in. Come on, Em. Well, there's that power station we saw earlier. I don't think it is Cotton. I said Cotton earlier. I don't think it is. It could be. And here is the River Trent. Yeah, look at the size of that now. Huge. There you go, look. River Trent. There's a power station we saw further back. And we're going up there to the left towards the Attenborough Nature Reserve. So yeah, let's crack on. Let's get going. This is the Attenborough Nature Reserve now, so we've just come along the Trent to get to this, which is lovely and peaceful. Lovely sort of soul. Behind me, if you went right, you go to Beeston Marina. Yeah, this way we're going to head up, start picking up the path of the old Nottingham Canal. Morning. So we're at Chilwell at the minute. This is the part of the Nottingham tram system. So we've just been following NCN6 out from the Attenborough Nature Reserve, up through a couple of little villages, quite low roads. Now we're heading through Chilwell to pick up part of the old Nottingham Canal, which you can pretty much follow down into Nottingham city centre. So we're just coming to Stapleford now. So a couple of little quiet roads. You can see it's not too busy on here. A couple of little quiet roads through the estate. And then as we come out of Stapleford, we start to pick up the old Nottingham Canal. So I'll show you that when we get there. You wouldn't think it. This is the Nottingham Canal towpath. And there, look, there's the canal. There's a bit of water, as you can see, overgrown, derelict, built, believe it or not, opened, 1796, which is mad, 229 years ago. It's just mind-blowing that it was that long ago. Closed in 1937, so it had a good innings, what's that, 141 years? And it's been derelict ever since. There's bits of it that have been built on, so they're gone. And yeah, they're mega, innit? Love stuff like this. So yeah, I shall show you as we move on. So we're still on the Erewash Valley Trail, the canal, what's left of it, totally dry, immediately to the right. But it still obviously was a canal. And whilst it's a shame it's gone, it's pretty cool when you see stuff like this. Appreciate what was there. It was 14 miles long, the canal, from Nottingham up to Langley Mill and the Cromford Canal. But what's left of it isn't. You've got about, have a look, about 8 miles left back to the van. There's a lovely old canal bridge. It's mad, isn't it? So yeah, so you can still ride bits of it, and there's a garden centre in a bit that's totally cut, you know, built on the sort of route of it. It's totally gone, you've got to deviate around, but still plenty of it to see. And you know what? Lovely traffic free riding. Lovely. This is a lovely route, this, for young and old. So much of our industrial heritage to see. Canal still there, look, just to the right. Looks like it would have been quite a wide canal as well in places. There it is, look. Look at that. Quite deep as well, I imagine. So yeah, you can just still see in places the edge of the canal. There's quite a lot of stones have gone in, but yeah, derelict now for what, 80 odd years? 88 years, is it? Something like that. Yeah. Still nice to see remnants of it, and the fact it was once there. Cool. So that's the canal there, look. Edge of the canal, towpath we're on. And that there is a garden centre. So the canal's literally been severed. So we're going to pick it up back on the other side of there. I'm actually stood in the canal now. The canal's coming from that direction, look. Towpath's just there. Stood in the canal. How cool is that? I mean, there's not much left. You see a bit of rubble, but there's not much left of a wall or anything here. But yeah, that's crazy, isn't it? Yeah, if you're riding along, there's a couple of these little walkthroughs where you can just drop down in there. I'll show you that, look. There's the actual, that there's the old canal trough that used to carry it over this road. Yeah, we can't get on that section. We've been deviated away from it now. We are coming back up, so hopefully we're going up there, so hopefully we can get back on this, which we'll see. So we lost the canal for a good few miles there, and then here we are again, look. Here's out of nowhere, it's in water, full of weed. So yeah, there it is. Mad. Nothing for miles, it's just totally been decimated, and then just appears again. Yeah, it's cool, we're not far from the finish now actually. Right, so there we go. 29 miles done. 2 canals. 1 in use. 1 derelict. Still there, look. Bit of old railway infrastructure. Some rivers. Awesome. Absolutely lovely. Really needed that today. It was yeah, great. So, hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy this kind of content. And I'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching, guys. See you soon.